Ever wondered what truly happens in a woman's heart and mind as she falls in love? Is it a lightning strike? A slow burn? A series of check boxes? Many believe it's an unsolvable mystery. But what if I told you that behind the magic, there's a fascinating interplay of psychology, emotion, and connection that, when understood, can change how you see relationships forever. Today, we're not talking about cheap tricks or manipulation. We're diving deep into the genuine, often unspoken journey of how women actually fall in love. And the final stage we'll discuss? It's the one that solidifies everything, yet it's often the most misunderstood. For centuries, poets, philosophers, and probably you at some point, have tried to decipher the code of love. Why does she choose one person over another, even when others seem better on paper? Why does a connection sometimes ignite slowly, then suddenly burst into flame? This confusion isn't just frustrating. It can lead to missteps, insecurity, and missed opportunities for genuine connection. You might feel like you're guessing, trying to piece together an invisible puzzle. Many men feel this way, trying to navigate the complexities of attraction and emotional bonding. But understanding the typical emotional and psychological terrain can provide an invaluable map. This isn't about finding a shortcut, but about appreciating the depth of the journey. So, how does it unfold? While every woman and every love story is unique, and that's crucial to remember, research and observation reveal common patterns and psychological milestones on the path to deep romantic love. We're going to explore these key phases, from the initial spark of attraction to the profound depths of committed love. This isn't a rigid checklist, but a framework to understand the nuanced emotional landscape. By understanding these stages, you'll gain a much deeper appreciation for what fosters genuine, lasting connection, and how to cultivate it authentically. It often begins not just with physical attraction, though that can play a role, but with a spark of intrigue and a compelling presence. This is about more than just looks. It's about a man who carries himself with a certain confidence, not arrogance, who seems to have his own world, his own passions, and a positive energy. She notices something different, something that piques her curiosity. What creates this? It could be his sense of humor, his intelligence shining through in conversation, a display of kindness, his passion when talking about something he loves, or simply a vibe that feels authentic and grounded. It's that, there's something interesting about him feeling. He's not trying too hard to impress. He just is impressive in his own genuine way. This initial phase is about capturing her attention in a way that makes her want to know more, to peel back the layers. Focus on being your most authentic, engaged self. Cultivate your own interests and passions. Be present in your interactions and let your genuine personality shine. Don't put on an act. Genuine intrigue can't be faked for long. This initial spark is the doorway. But to walk through it, a deeper sense of connection needs to form. Once intrigued, the next crucial phase is building an emotional connection and a profound sense of safety. This is where attraction starts to deepen into something more substantial. She needs to feel that she can be herself around you, that she's emotionally safe, understood, and respected. This is built through active listening, truly hearing what she says and feels, not just waiting to speak. It's about empathy, attempting to understand her world from her perspective. It's about validating her emotions, even if you don't always agree with the reason. It's about non-judgmental acceptance. When a woman feels a man is genuinely interested in her thoughts, feelings, and experiences, and that he won't ridicule or dismiss them, a powerful bridge of connection forms. Practice active listening. Ask open-ended questions. Show genuine empathy. Be a non-judgmental presence. Create an environment where she feels comfortable sharing her true self without fear of criticism. Feeling safe and connected is vital. But for love to truly take root, that connection needs to be built on a bedrock of... Phase 3 is about laying the unshakable foundation of trust and reliability. This is where a woman begins to see a man not just as interesting or emotionally connecting, but as someone she can truly count on. Words are easy. Consistent actions are what build deep trust. Trust is built through consistency between words and actions. It's about him being dependable. If he says he'll do something, he does it. It's about integrity, him being honest and principled. It's about her feeling he has her back, that he's not playing games, and that his intentions are genuine. Reliability isn't boring. It's incredibly reassuring and creates a secure base from which deeper feelings can grow. She needs to know he's a man of his word. Be consistent. Be honest, even when it's difficult. Follow through on your commitments, big or small. Show integrity in all your actions. Be a reliable presence in her life, demonstrating through your behavior that you are trustworthy. With trust established, the path opens for a much deeper level of intimacy. This phase marks a significant deepening, the sharing of vulnerability and the cultivation of true emotional intimacy. This is where both individuals start to reveal their authentic selves, including imperfections, fears, and dreams. It's about being seen fully and accepted. For a woman to fall deeply in love, she often needs to feel she can share her inner world without being judged, and that her partner is willing to do the same. This reciprocal vulnerability, sharing past experiences, insecurities, hopes for the future, creates a powerful bond. It's not about oversharing or emotional dumping, but about a gradual, mutual unveiling of the true self. This is where like starts to transform into a much deeper love. Be willing to share your own appropriate vulnerabilities when the time is right. Create a safe space for her to share hers. Respond with empathy, support, and acceptance when she does. Show that you value her inner world. As emotional intimacy deepens, another crucial factor comes into play: the sense of alignment. Phase 5 is what many describe as the click, the realization of deep alignment in core values and a sense of a potential shared vision for the future. It's feeling like you're on the same team, heading in a compatible direction. This doesn't mean agreeing on everything, but it does mean having compatibility in the things that truly matter: life goals, family aspirations, if any, how to treat others, what constitutes a meaningful life. When a woman sees that a man's fundamental values and outlook on life resonate with her own, and that he might be a compatible partner for the long haul, even if that's not explicitly discussed yet, it creates a profound sense of rightness and deepens her investment. Be clear about your own values and what's important to you. Have thoughtful conversations about life, not just superficial topics. Listen to understand her values. Look for genuine points of resonance without trying to force compatibility. All these emotional and intellectual connections are happening, but what about the undeniable chemistry, the feeling of falling? Concurrent with these emotional and intellectual developments is the powerful neurochemical experience often called the chemistry cocktail. While love is more than just chemicals, these play a significant role in the intense feelings of falling. Dopamine fuels feelings of pleasure, reward, and motivation associated with the person. Oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone or cuddle chemical, is released during physical affection, close emotional connection, and orgasm, fostering feelings of attachment and trust. Vasopressin also plays a role in long-term bonding and attachment. This cocktail creates that exhilarating, sometimes obsessive, can't get enough of them feeling characteristic of falling in love. Importantly, these chemicals aren't just released randomly. Positive experiences, emotional connection, trust, and physical intimacy, when it happens, all trigger these systems, reinforcing the bond and intensifying the feelings of love. The feelings are intense, the connection is deep. But what transforms this powerful experience into lasting love? The final and perhaps most profound phase is when falling in love transitions into a conscious choice. Love as a verb, an ongoing action, and a commitment. The intense initial feelings may ebb and flow, but a deeper, more stable love emerges. This is where a woman and her partner choose to actively nurture the relationship, to continue investing, to work through challenges together, and to prioritize the bond. It's recognizing that love isn't just a passive feeling, but a daily series of choices. Choosing to be kind, to be supportive, to communicate, to be faithful, to grow together. This stage is less about the dizzying fall and more about the decision to stand in love, consistently and intentionally. Demonstrate your commitment through consistent actions. Show you're willing to work on the relationship. Communicate your intentions clearly when appropriate. Be a reliable, supportive partner who chooses the relationship daily. It's so important to remember, this framework describes common patterns, but every woman is an individual, and every love story is unique. The order might shift, some phases might be quicker or longer, and personal history plays a huge role. There's no magic formula. The most powerful thing you can bring to any interaction is your authentic self, genuine respect, and a willingness to connect on a human level. This understanding is a guide, not a rule book. So, for men watching this, what's the takeaway? You can't make someone fall in love with you, but you can become the kind of man who consistently fosters the conditions where genuine love is more likely to blossom. By focusing on your own authenticity, developing your capacity for deep emotional connection, building trust through your actions, being willing to be vulnerable, aligning on core values, and ultimately choosing to commit to love as an action, you become a partner with whom a woman can journey through these profound stages. The journey of falling in love is one of life's most beautiful complexities. I'm curious to hear from all of you. Ladies, which of these phases resonates most with your own experiences of falling in love? Guys, what was the most eye-opening insight for you from this explanation? Please share your thoughts and experiences respectfully in the comments below. If this deep dive offered you valuable perspective, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps others discover this conversation. And if you know someone who'd find this explanation of how women fall in love enlightening, please share it. For more insightful content on psychology, relationships, human connection, and becoming your best self, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future explorations. Thank you for joining this journey today. Go out there and foster some genuine connection.